Alright guys, I am back with a WWE Raw review for the 12th of the 10th, 2015, and I thought this last episode of Raw, I don't know, it's a bit slow for me in my opinion. I didn't think I don't know, I just think some of the stuff in the show wasn't important, like the whole Lana and Rusev now brought that on television, because apparently, obviously online, you guys have all read by now, that we've all read by now on the internet, that Lana and Rusev are engaged. Good for them, I guess. They played that shit out, and I'm glad Dolph's out that feud. Thank God for that. But I just think that's just a good thing. Yeah. You had Kane looking like a monster in this last episode. It looked terrible. I don't know, Kane's age, you know, the shit WWE have done over the years with Kane. It's hard for me to get behind this new persona, what they're doing with Kane. Like half of it's corporate Kane, and half of the rest of the show's fucking, and half of the other bit of the show is like it's like monster Kane. It's hard for me to kind of get a fan of Kane. I've never been a fan of Kane at all. In my opinion, I just think he's been one of them characters for years that hasn't been relevant, and they've tried to get him to be relevant, but it hasn't worked. Yeah, I'm so tired. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just so tired. And also, I mean, Kane was cool in the Attitude Era when he was feuding with Taker, and he was, you know, he didn't have to, he wasn't talking, and he was using that talking thing, the microphone thing. But yeah, that's one time Kane was cool, and then when he was feuding with Steve Austin and stuff like that, and The Rock, and you know, guys like that, and Triple H. But then after the Attitude Era went down. Yeah, and then they put a water on him, and then he was good again, and went down again. He will never be like the Kane the Attitude Era, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, we open up Raw with basically Kane. It's basically on its own to the Authority, and that's how we open up Raw. And basically Kane tells Seth Rollins that tonight's main event is going to be him versus Rollins. It'll be that match. So that's your main event for tonight. And then you've got, and then you start off the show with Ambrose and Orton, and Ambrose is talking about the Wyatts again, and Orton's talking about how he's going to team up with Ambrose on the pre-show. So it's going to be Orton and Ambrose on the pre-show versus Strowman and Harper, which I think is going to be a good match. Also, Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose go back and forth on the mic. Then New Day come out. New Day talk about some comedy stuff, and then Kane comes out and basically puts him in a tag match, 2-on-3 handicap match, sorry, where New Day win because Kofi goes by roll up, and because Randy was going to go for the RKO and Kofi, and then Kofi pushed Orton into Ambrose rolled out the ring, and then obviously Kofi got the win, and this kind of really puts tension in kind of Kofi, because not Kofi, in Dean Ambrose, because there was a rumor a couple of, I think it was a week ago, maybe last week, where they thought that they're probably going to Dean Ambrose heel, and if they're going to do it, this is going to pivot down to it, because it kind of looks like after this whole Braun Strowman and Harper feud is finished, so it looks like Orton and Ambrose are going to feud it probably at Survivor Series, which I think is going to be an awesome feud. I mean, a heel Dean Ambrose versus a babyface Randy Orton. I mean, I hope Randy Orton puts him over. I know he's going to put. I know Randy Orton puts him over. I mean, he's not like John Cena. I know a lot of people like talk shit about Randy Orton, but like say how he's put over talent. Like he does. Like one thing I do like about Randy Orton, he does put over talent. He does put over young talent. I mean, he did it with Kofi, didn't kind of work, and he's put over like Cody Rhodes. We'll see, that didn't work, but he's put over guys like Seth Rollins and, you know, other guys in the past, and I really like that about Randy Orton. He's put over Christian, even though he's not a young guy, but he was the newish guy in the main event scene, saying about Camry and stuff like that. Then we have Paige. And then we had a Paige segment. She's talking about how she's the weirdest diva. Good for her. Then we had Party Divas match. Cena vs Dolph was a real good match. Dolph wins. Cena was by AA. So yeah, I don't know where they're going with Cena and Dolph at the minute. And then you had what else did you have? You had a Braun Strowman video package, which was really good. What else did you have? I'm trying to think what else I'm talking about on the show. You had also, yeah, you had Kevin Owens versus Kalisto. Kevin Owens beats Kalisto, and him and Ryback kind of, you know. And then yeah, and then we get to the main event where it's kind of Kane versus Seth Rollins, and it was actually an alright match. Demon Kane comes out for the main event, obviously, and it was an alright match. It wasn't the best match in the world, obviously. The match gets thrown out because the referee cannot handle the match because all the wrestlers beating up everybody. Kane, then the heels start beating up on Kane, and then basically Kane's like, fuck it, gets back up, chokeslams at Xavier's, chokeslams, I think it was Big E or somebody like that, chokeslams Stardust, and then after that, Seth Rollins comes back in the ring. Actually, the match was still on. Oh yeah, the match was still actually on. I thought, yeah. And then basically he picks up Seth Rollins, tombstones in 1, 2, 3, and Kane picks up the win. And maybe this is gonna start a Triple H feud. I mean, imagine if like Seth Rollins gets losing matches and like going, and then Triple H like, if you don't deliver, you're out of the authority, dude. Me and you, Seth. That's like this kind of turns Seth Rollins babyface. Triple H is still a heel. Then Seth Rollins will probably go over at Survivor Series if he's going to Triple H versus Seth Rollins. And then whoever he does the title to, and then we continue the Triple H Seth Rollins feud, and then where Seth Rollins goes to WrestleMania and gets to stay in the main event scene. That's how I hope WWE will plan out Seth Rollins and Triple H feud, but we'll have to wait and see. It kind of looks like so far Triple H is the babyface. He's going to be babyface. It's Seth Rollins coming here. I'm so tired. Oh yeah, so that guys.